She my crypto queen. She knows the scene. Turning zeros into heroes, it's my digital dream. We check the charts, those candles are green. Leverage it up, stacking it up, now my back's obscene. Yes, I've done buy some meme coins. Got rug pulled once or twice. I spent too much money. Crypto took over my life. I must confess, monetary distress. I need more dry powder so I can stack up on these treasure chests. This bull run we gon' live like kings. But for right now it's going on a credit card. Oh no, no. Yeah, we about to make wife changing money. Been a game since 2018. We were scrubs, now we 18. Wrist loaded with the bling bling bling. Pulling more hoes than my boy Charlie Sheen. Got B&B at $4, Solana $2. When P dot peg $1. We was po, now we the borrower. Wife changing money. Hey, drop that beat, dog. Wife, changing money, changing my
Oh yeah. Back again, One Pulse Show. Your live update. Live with Larry and Taurus. And I'm Taurus.
And I'm Larry.
We're coming to you live on this interesting crypto day. Looks like the charts are down. Loving the blow. They're way down. Yeah, they called the other day we were on St. Wolf. Talking about going down into the 80s. And that's where we went. So far. Yeah. Yeah, looks like El Bitcoino is what, looking like it's down, right? But I think it's going to go much further. Maybe not in the local time, but at some point it's going to drop. Got to go retest again, right? If that's proper chart.
I think around. We're in uncharted waters when you're talking about these guys with the black suits and stuff. Who knows what's going to happen? These guys are in control of everything.
Aww. Yeah. Well, we just try to do our part.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move over into it then and see what's going on in the charts. Put that there. Yeah, who was that guy the other day on St. Wolf, the Star Wars dude? I forget his name.
Oh, yeah.
He was talking about
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, he was talking about pulse, going down into the threes, and we did. Why don't we actually just we'll jump right into that pulse chart.
Yeah, let's look at the 24 before you do that. Hit 24.
Let's look at the 24.
It's pretty much the same as the 2 or the 6. Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's see here. 6. Yeah, I mean, definitely had some local pumping going on. The 7-day still down, but coming in today at 0.00004.
That's 4 zeros and a 4.
Yeah, it's like 4-4.
4. It's like not a steak. It's a wasted steak. If you don't stake for 555, you go out that far and you don't stake for 555, what happens is the very last day is the very best yield. So
right, which is the 5555.
Right. But I mean, on day 555, it's like so much more than day 5554 because everybody else that has the same T-share rate as you has already popped out and they've had to restake at a lower T-share, and you're the last person with those high T-shares. So you may have, like at the end of the first 15 years, people are getting out, they're timing out their 555s with a 10,000 hex per T-share. And right now it's 41.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, 5,555 days, which is a 15.2 years stake.
Yeah.
So it's going to get you the longer pays better bonus.
Cool.
And then you can get the bigger pays better, but you really got to
get in the pool now.
Got to put bigger in if you want to get that one.
I think Maximus got close to the biggest payout. I'm not sure if he got the biggest payout, but he got a really bigger pays better bonus when it launched because it had, darn, I don't even know how much it was. It was a lot. It was several $1 million in there, I think, which is pennies now.
Dude, that burn rate is now 6.46. I think it was like 4.3, 4.4 the other day when we were. I mean, that's definitely moving.
Yeah. So when Pump.Tires launched, it was 6.1. So we've burnt 0.36%.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, nice.
I'm still curious to, it's still, for me, it's still all kind of like this experimentation. And, what's it going to be like when that first, Cuatro Cinco gets unstaked? What's
how much is it going to be worth?
Yeah, what's it going to be worth? What's the chart going to look like? What's the world
Well,
gonna look
we
like?
could extrapolate out and say that so far, hopefully it's not going to be down, but
let's hope more than 2 pennies. Hopefully,
yeah. Well, Hex started with I think 4 zeros and a 5, and we have 1 0 and a 1.
I mean, right. So what you're saying is there's a lot of people that are still really up.
Oh, actually, that was from the low. So we're 200x from the low.
So there's still people that are, well, okay, let's say someone didn't get in from the low.
Yeah.
But there's probably definitely some 100xers out there still, if they hadn't already cashed out.
Yeah. I did get in on the low. That was a cool day.
Yeah. Well, all right. So there's a couple of low
ballers
out there. A couple of guys who got that lucky one.
I didn't get much, but I got some.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
Yeah. All right.
So you wanted to look at a chart?
Yeah, I wanted to look at this pulse chart because we did dip down below the 4. I don't like it down there. I don't know about you, but it's kind of dark and scary.
Yeah, it's really low. It's
like cold. It's like real cold down there.
Yeah, it can't get much lower. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the bottom.
there's only so many zeros you can have.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh shit.
And that's going back. Where is that going back to? 23. Yeah. So that's I think that's from the beginning.
Yeah,
right?
May 12th, I think, was the very first day.
So I mean that's that line, I mean let's put a line there and check it out. Horizontal line. Because it's playing with that.
The low.
The basement lows. Aww. Yeah, we don't like it like that. So yeah, what do we got? We got 1, 2, like 3, 4, maybe even more if we zoomed in.
Yeah.
5, a few bunch here.
Bunch there. Yeah, it's a lot of support down there.
I mean, that's probably the true SAC support right there. Like that's the bare minimum.
Golke was talking about he thought that Richard made a mistake by pulling the liquidity when it was 2 weeks ago or something. He goes, well, I mean, I guess rear view mirror, hindsight type stuff, it's really easy to say that, but you're not going to go up with a lot of liquidity. And so...
yeah, you might not go up, but
you can go down.
New people coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that incentive to, bring me in to if I do make gains, how am I going to take that out? That's why
he's going to put the liquidity back.
That's why Godwell, diversifies so much, because he needs to take gains and he can't do it all in one place. So he's got to do it all over the place.
Also, you don't have to use the liquidity to get out. And that was the whole thing about liquid loans.
Okay.
Your favorite coin.
Yeah.
Because it's up so much.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. If you can borrow against it, I don't know what I know that who would borrow against their Pulse right now?
Well, okay.
Actually, right now,
if we're at the low, it might be the right time
this
to
might be
do
the
it,
best
because
time.
then you can just keep riding it up.
Right. But there's, as long as you don't drop that last 30%, I guess it is pretty safe bet right now. So if you have your safety margin below the low, then maybe it is a good time. But that's the reason liquid loans is so far down, is because nobody's using it, because we can't trust the support of Pulse yet.
Yeah, people.
Although there is a coin that is using liquid loans. They haven't used it in a while, but they're making loans and they're buying more Pulse, and then they borrow more and buy more and borrow more, buy more and borrow more. And if Pulse gets up there, I think it's like when it gets above like 50 or maybe 70x, which is pretty high. What is 70x times that? Then it goes like parabolic.
Rocket ship.
So let's just see, what is 7 times 4 is 28, and then add a 0 behind it. So it's like 2 zeros and a 2, 8. Okay. 70 times higher than here. Oh, but the price that they would start borrowing at's a little bit higher, I think. So
yeah.
So it's going to need to get a little higher.
Well, I mean, let's see. What do we have? Future bullish things. SEC dropping the case you saw. Okay, so they dropped one against OpenSea. They dropped one against.
Can you pull that whole chart down a little? Yeah, grab it. Yeah, okay, there you go. Now draw a trend line. Go to your line thing. Trend line, which is the top. No. Yeah. Go to the menu on it.
Oh, here?
Down. Right there. Yeah, the menu, the little arrow. Yeah. Trend line. Then go from the top. There you go.
There's some
All the way across and hit that one right there. And hit that
You want to top the
right
top
there.
of it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna want to come out further.
But come down a little because it's got to hit the green. There you go. Okay. So that's the wedge. Lots of room. It's unfortunate, but I think we're going to blast out of here.
I mean, that's what we're looking into the end of this year on that one.
Yeah, but it's going to go like about where your line is right there. So we're looking like about August, July, August. But I think that, I mean, if Darth Rock is keeping Bitcoin down, I don't understand why Darth Rock would keep the price of Bitcoin down when they're trying to sell it. You know, they're trying to get more people in because they get fees. But everybody wants to get in at the low price.
Of course.
So they're keeping it low, letting people come in. And then when all their companies buy it, then they'll rip it up.
Yeah, we either need that new money or we need that other blockchain money.
We need PulseChain money.
Yeah, we need those. Get that price to go up.
Yeah, and it will. We just need a little bit of folks coming over here, and then I think P.Dye launches personally.
Well, all right. So the SEC, they dropped the case against Coinbase. They dropped it against OpenSea, and then
Robinhood.
They dropped it against Robinhood. Yeah. So there's like 3 big cases that were out, and I think
when did that drop? Yesterday or today?
It was pretty recently.
Yeah, I know it was recent, but
yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was today or Monday or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of hearing about it. I want to hear about something new now.
Yeah. Well, I think those are kind of the biggest like players.
The biggest is PulseChain.
Well, I mean, but that's, we know that.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of like that hidden information, the diamond in the rough that,
Yeah.
People are waiting to stumble upon kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to send it until after that happens. But
so I think they're just kind of going in order, and the PulseChain case.
it wasn't the first, that's for sure.
It was down the line a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I think they just haven't got there yet. And the packet of white paper that they have on the desk where they have to go through and then highlight, do a little check, and like, oh, okay, drop the case, send them the email.
Hit the 4 hour. Crypto really moves faster than days.
Yeah, I said that wrong the other day.
And I think that
With what you said, you had said less wicks, more bodies.
Yeah.
And this is not.
Yeah, you might have to just slide it over there because it only holds so much data. So that one.
Gotcha. All right, that's
so
the beginning.
Take the top one down to where the body is. On the 4 hour. Yeah, right there.
Right in there.
Yeah. And then on the other one, take it down to where a body is. Now, you might have to zoom in.
You mean like here?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Is that a wick or is that a body? It actually looks like a body.
It might be a tiny body.
No, it's a wick.
It's a wick.
So slide that whole line down until you get to.
All right,
So that wick isn't a real thing, I don't think. Now we're getting a little different picture.
I gotta go put it on the daily for a second so that I can.
Yeah, and actually you don't need that anymore. We know that's not a body.
So you want.
Ooh.
Oh.
Now slide it up a little so you get these guys right there.
Yeah, right
Somewhere
there.
in there. Yep. That's a lot sooner.
Okay.
That makes me happy. That is pointing to March.
Let's look here. Let's get a little more detailed inspection here.
I mean, it's close, but The thing is that wick kind of threw it out, and you can't do it without getting to the end.
Well, when we look at it this way, you know, that bottom line looks a little further, which I guess is kind of nice.
But it's not very far. And
It's not very far. I mean, like if you look at this little drop down wick right here, you know, that's right there, already halfway down almost.
I thought it was, something's not. The numbers changed. I thought it was 4 zeros and a 3 earlier, and now it's a negative number. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, down here, this.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
wait,
a negative
did the
number.
line get moved?
I think it did.
Oh, it did get moved.
Yeah.
How'd that happen? Come on. Oh, geez. All right.
Yeah.
Now we're a lot closer to that line. All right, hold on here. Let's.
So I think that is kind of cool. Like, that's something that we can all live with. That's the next month.
Let's. Oh no. Do they have like an undo?
Yeah, Control Z or Command Z. There you go. Now,
Hold on. I want to get this line.
yeah, slide the screen up. Not.
I just wanted
that
to,
one,
oh yeah, I
okay.
wanted to get it. I want to make sure it's on this base here. Let's follow it down. Make sure, because this wick, in the beginning, it wicked down. It might have went below it. See there, we almost touched it.
Cool.
Almost touched it there. Yeah. All right. So this is the bottom right there.
That's
that
the
line.
bottom.
Yeah. Well, there's a way to lock that line, isn't there?
I don't
We
think
hit
so.
that. Yeah.
It just
we go over here. No, look. There we go.
There
It's
you
locked
go.
now. Now it's not
Okay,
moving.
cool.
And then why don't we lock this one too? Then while we're at it, permanent. It's cemented.
Cool.
All right. Let's see here.
Now, if you take 2 fingers and slide the whole thing out, yeah, and get it to where it all fits on there. Okay, cool.
All right. So
So we can live with the next couple weeks. I think that's more realistic. And
that red vertical line being the blood
red
moon.
right? The blood moon.
March
Friday is an alignment of all the planets.
12th. Are you positive about that on Friday?
Yep.
Wasn't I thought that was like in January.
No. Last time it happened was in June of 2022. The next time it happens is in 2040.
I wonder what the one in
And-
January was then.
Maybe it was several planets. This is all the planets except for Pluto. Pluto is,
I thought they said Pluto wasn't a planet.
it's not. Exactly. That's why I said it's all the planets.
Oh, maybe next year it'll like make it back into the being
It's
a planet.
2040 is the next time this happens. So Friday's kind of a big day.
Well, you know, with all the cloud seeding.
Yeah, I saw that in the news. That was interesting. They got to get rid of the chemicals. So let's just dump it all in the air right now and
Oh yeah, it's like we got to get rid of this stuff. So
got to
just,
get rid of the evidence.
just just double dose,
Yeah.
double dose. Yeah, well,
Oh, we had to kill him.
oh no.
Did you hear about the congressman who said he wanted?
That's tragic.
He said he was going to kill Tucker Carlson.
Oh no, I think yeah, there was some mentioning of this, but I haven't got to look into
Yeah,
it.
it
in
was
further detail.
recorded in the reporter. Also said, "Yep, that's what happened." I don't think that's legal, but I'm not sure. If you're a congressman, you can say that stuff. But
I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be considered slander, but it
he
attempted.
said I would kill him.
Attempted murder. No,
Yeah,
it's not an
yeah.
attempt, but it's.
I wish. I mean, I could probably get in trouble for just saying that too. But the thing is,
Yes. All right.
the guy said,
cancel out.
"Yeah, cancel clear."
Oh man. All right. Well, Pulse. It's looking. We're gonna zoom in a little.
I think
here
it's
now with
looking
this
good.
line better, but
It's looking so ready.
so
And we got the Heart Man, as the wolf calls him.
this
I call him
interjection
Richard.
line, June. It's the interjection. June 5th.
Right, but it's not going to go that far.
That's hitting right in dead summer.
No, it's not gonna make. It would have to like go down in that little triangle for just. Yeah.
Well, I mean, so let's speculate.
It's gonna go up.
SEC drops it, right? Mm-hmm. What kind of green candle are we looking at? Are we looking like one of these? One of these? Or are we looking at from here to
I
here?
think we're looking at that one right there on the left.
This one?
Yeah, go from the
Like from here to
there
there.
up to the top.
Like do a line.
Yeah. It is a little funky. Oh, you're not on log, so oops. Sometimes when you move these lines, they change. But we'll see.
Around there.
Cool. But put it on the red.
Oh, we think that's when it'll happen.
Yeah. And then slide it up a little. Like in there, yeah. I think that's where we're headed.
So that put us back
That's
above
just pure
SAC.
hexagons. Okay, that's just hexagon euphoria. So
Right, okay.
that's without getting other people in.
Yeah.
So then at that point, does Richard do P-Dye before everybody gets in? I think he does. Like, he doesn't want to get strangers rich because they're going to dump on our heads. So I think as soon as we get the Pulse People Pump, the PPP, that's when he sends P-Dye. I don't think he waits for it to get to 10 cents or $1. I think he gets the pump, gets folks excited, and then he sends it. They can't even laugh right. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
Everybody's got an opinion.
I'm hoping with all those, what is it? The freedom of voice. What'd they say it? What were we sacking for?
Freedom of speech.
Speech, that's right.
Freedom of transactions, I think.
Yeah, maybe some of those.
Freedom of movement was one of them, I thought.
It'd be nice to see if some of that somehow made its way into the ecosystem.
It's great talking points.
Yeah, no expectations.
Yeah.
But it would be
Oh, you mean bringing that money in?
something. I don't know. A little something somewhere, maybe.
Oh, yeah. So the reason I think that he does the P-Dye
Well, okay. there you
versus
go, yeah.
throwing the money in is if he throws the money in, then he owns all the tokens and stuff. He's still got this tax question from Finland or Norway or whoever's chasing him. And not even chasing him, but made that report. But the thing is, if all the SAC money ended up in the P-Dye vaults, he didn't put it there. Everybody else did.
Right.
Everybody put their money into the sacrifice, and then that sacrifice wallet, he didn't touch it. He put it inside the P-Dye vault, and it's a done deal. And it's like, I don't have no taxes due.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Nice and clean. And he gets to make the hexagons or the pulsicans, a magic carpet ride before everybody else does.
Ooh, little Easter egg, and it's not even Christmas.
Shout out Tangent.
Who's Tangent? Actually, I saw something from Tangent recently. So
You know who really it's shout out to Mr. Dave, Mr. Feeder. He was kind of I think first person really talking about Tangent.
okay.
And
I saw it on OG 43's stream. I used to watch that.
you haven't seen it recently?
But OG 43, I thought they went out of business.
No.
Really?
No, yeah, the Aussies are still going strong over there.
Oh, wow. Well, YouTube's evidently dropped the channel. I got to recheck it out.
Gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping.
So So I haven't seen day 43 OG stream like himself, but he comes on as this. It's called Golden Bull. He's not even doing day 43 OG.
Okay.
It's Golden Bull, and it's this picture of this bull, and just like the mouth moves when he talks. So it's kind of funny.
Cool.
I found
I'll
myself
have to
kind of
check it out.
laughing at it the other day, because you know who was on there? Oh, Blue Bum.
Cool.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of. It was. They got some new guys on there, but the other day it was just day 43 OG and Blue Bum, and it was like
He's the world traveler, Blue Bum.
He is. He was somewhere
Bum.
tropical. He had like a t-shirt on.
Mhm.
Looked hot. There's like mosquitoes flying around.
Yeah. I remember he was. Oh yeah. I don't want to dox. So
Yeah,
but he was in one of those southern countries.
yeah, where it's
So.
nice. All right, let's move out of the pulse. I think we dissected the pulse.
Yeah, I think we're close. And you know, we're waiting on news. We're waiting on Richard.
Now this ratio here, 1.22, the pulse X to pulse ratio. The best I've seen it so far, this went down to 1.18.
Okay, I didn't even notice that was the ratio.
Yeah, they don't do, I haven't seen it do that 1-to-1 pairing yet. Maybe when PulseChain first dropped, you probably could have got some insane ratio deals.
I think so. Like, I think I had. I forget all the numbers, but it was like I had more Pulse X, I think, than I did Pulse. And then I did liquidity between the two.
Yeah.
And then the ratios changed, and I ended up with a ton more Pulse than I did Pulse X.
Sounds like a win.
So, yeah, it worked out pretty good.
Go.
But,
Yeah. There was I got a couple interesting trades during that time too.
it was just, I think Pulse X went from like, or one of them went from 3 to 1 to 1 to 3. It was like a big switch.
Yeah.
It was the old Wild West days.
Yeah.
Can you believe that was multiple years ago now at this point?
2.
Crazy.
Yeah. They're starting to click off. And I mean, it's kind of strange that, a lot of folks that I know that were into Hex and into Pulse, and I guess some of them are still into it, but it's like they don't want to talk about it anymore. That's for sure.
Don't want to talk about it. Okay, so we broke that line, looks like. And then we're coming back up to it. Oh, so we'll just zoom in here. I
Yeah,
guess.
so now it's resistance. So, and actually it looks like, I think that line could be a touch higher. But,
This one? Really?
well, just if it was going to hit,
Well, because we were coming from here.
bodies.
So here, let's just look. Let's zoom in and just take it to where it needs to go then.
like,
It was close there.
that's decent. Yeah. Okay, right. No.
Oh, wait.
Also, if it's far away from the point, as you move the other one, it's going to seesaw it.
Yeah, hold on. Why is this thing not working?
Yeah, there you
There
go.
we go. Okay.
So move the end closer to there.
There, right on the...
Well, the thing is, as soon as you move there you go. Move it to the body. Right there. Okay. Now go to the other side.
All right.
If you hit auto, it'll switch. But anyway.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now the end of that.
Well, where we had drawn it the other day, I think you were touching these, but we could...
See, we're still looking at days instead of 4 hours. So if we go to 4 hours, that might be on a body.
There we go.
And it's not. So like it could slide up a touch on the right hand side.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about right there, right over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Click on auto and make it switch faster. There you go.
I got to get out here to this line.
And then those long lines are just so long.
They are long. That one is way longer than it needs to be.
Right there. Cool.
All right.
There you go. So,
And
right there.
there.
Yeah. So it hasn't come back up to that line yet.
We'll cross out this one then. Well, I don't like that. I mean, it's good that we're
So
crawling
now
back
it's
up.
resistance. So now it's got to come back up and bounce around a little bit until it crosses it.
You know, it looks like, I mean, Hex isn't a trading coin, but looks like there's a lot of opportunities in that chart.
We're waiting for Pete I. We're waiting for the case to get dropped. I mean, everything is just, it's technical. I don't even think you can look at technical analysis with all the data that's coming out right now. But I mean, that's what TA folks would say. Well, the TA creates the data.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
it's like, well, the chart was saying that plane was going to fly into that building
Yeah.
on that day.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You know, when they're like Head and Shoulders or all these different things they want to say the chart looks like and what it's going to do because of that. It's, you know, at the end of the day, it's still like the 50-50,
Oh, yeah.
you know, unless you got some insider information
Yeah.
and big pockets.
Let's look at UpX.
Yeah.
See how it's doing today.
Let's go check it out.
Bam.
Let me refresh the chart on it. So this line could probably be moved a little bit too. Well, if we were going to come from here, we could probably get it a different way. This bottom line.
Yeah, I think that's...
It's been pumping.
Oh, it needs to go to Pulse instead of US dollars. That's the thing. Ooh, they're right in that channel.
It's been.
Look
It's
at
been
that thing.
staying since since August.
The channel
24.
that you drew, you can extend it out now and let it go. Not that one, but the one with the numbers on it.
This one?
No. The one with the number. See the numbers?
Oh, this one.
No.
No,
See the numbers? Click on the numbers.
I don't. These ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
there
this
you
one.
go. Okay, now if you go up to the gear up there,
Yes.
okay, and then go to style and click on Pearson's R. That'll get rid of the numbers. Cool. And then you can drag one side all the way up to the top. There you go. Cool. I mean, it's going so fast that it doesn't even hit the top. Or did you stop? It looks
Well-
like you stopped right before. Take it all the way to the end.
What's crazy is,
There you go. Let go. Let go. There
well, I
you go.
did. It just it's clicking it into there by itself.
Yeah, because it's rising so fast that it's not getting to it. So it's on the right thing.
Yeah. What's crazy though, it popped up and hit the channel and came
And then-
back down.
Exactly. That's TA.
Yeah. I mean, but it's following. Like I said, it's following it all the way since August.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so if we look at this one, it's kind of a pop. It's kind of similar here a little bit, and that was a huge
there was
upbring
news.
there.
I looked at other coins, and when it started falling there, that drop out of that pipe there.
Here,
No,
up here.
yeah, there. I was looking at PulseChain, and something happened on that day. I don't know what it was. What day was that? That was January, the end of January sometime. There was something going on in the news. I'm not sure what it was.
A month ago,
And
what that was.
a lot of stuff dropped out. And that's kind of like what happened today. But look, it hardly dropped any today, but it was just going so fast. It's
Let's zoom in over here.
they have this thing that's called LPX that they're Actually, there's going to be spaces on it tomorrow, I believe around 2:00. I'm not sure. You got to go to UpX X channel, and you'll see the time. Actually, yeah, there you go. We can go check it right now. Oh, you're using X Pro.
Oh yeah.
X Pro. Do y'all know about X Pro, guys? It's
It's an option in the settings.
but you got to be on the big plan, though. I think I'm not sure.
Gonna be on that 300 plan.
No, it doubled the price.
600?
I think so. I heard today that they increased it.
What?
Yeah.
Because of the grok?
Yeah, because Grok is really, it's eating up a lot of computer time, and a lot of people wanted it, and so they raised the price. I think when I got in, it was $20 a month, and now it's $40 a month.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's more than 600.
I got a notification said they were gonna charge me or something. I don't know. Yeah. Well,
So
so we're looking at UpX, you said?
UpX, yeah. I guess that's the official UpX stuff.
Official up token, this one?
So, you would think that they would have a notification on here for their.
Oh, you might have to probably the Telegram, probably.
No. Scroll down, maybe.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
Oh, this week, look at the yield they're making.
Oh, yeah, they're probably
Validators, they're making the highest validator yield. I think it's 620 now instead of 618.
Okay, here we go.
There you go.
This was, so it's tomorrow, 4 p.m.
And I guess that's 4 p.m. Central Time.
I guess 4 p.m. Central Time, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be 5 p.m. Eastern.
And 6 p.m. Pacific. And you can just set that reminder and
No.
listen in on it. I mean, not
2
you,
p.m.
but
2
everybody
p.m.
else.
2 p.m. Pacific.
Oh, yeah, 2 p.m. Pacific. Right. Yeah, 2 p.m. Pacific.
The other way around.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've been traveling.
So they're saying you want to get rich on PulseChain, buy and burn DeFi. You know a little bit about that buy and burn that they're talking about?
Yeah, so you see this 620 validators. They're earning 15%. And how many pulse does it take to create a validator?
32 million pulse.
Okay, so let's put that in the calculator. 32 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 32 million times 0.153. So they're making, each validator is making, I'm not sure if I got all this right, but each validator is making a yield of about 5 million. That's as of today. It's going to change, but they're making like 5 million a year.
Oh, each validator makes 5 million pulse per year.
Right. And then we're charging 9%. And that's actually, so this 5,000 is actually 91% of the fee. So if I did this times 0.09, it's going to be rough. About 500,000 pulse per validator per year. So let's do that times 620. I think that's 273 million. I'm sure I've got the numbers wrong. I'm just trying to walk it through in my head. But basically, they're charging 9% of the validator's income. and 91% is 15%. Do you understand that part?
Yeah, so 91% of what you put in, you're getting 15% back on.
Now, yeah. Exactly. Okay. And then 9% goes to cover the cost of running the machine and electricity and,
So who's
potential
running,
loss.
Who's running that?
So the developers at Validator X, which is UpX, they've been running validators on other chains for several years. And so and then also with UpX, they're creating validators. If you go, can you go to another website?
You want a new website?
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, it's called PlusX.app. Yeah. Now go down. And so hit on UpX there, the dashboard. It's the bottom of the, go over to the right.
This one?
Yeah, to the bottom. Yeah, right there. They need a button that says click me.
Yeah, it's kind of hidden there a little bit.
A little bit. Okay, so this is their webpage that is showing all the data. And that's the price of Pulse, and that's the price of Pulse X, or UpX. Slide on down a little. And this is what happened was, if you had Pulse when the sacrifice happened, you could sacrifice it into this project. And it was a 1-to-1. Nobody got any extra privileges. Nobody got any extra coins. All the coins are kind of like a community pot. And so there's 51 million, around 52 million, 52 billion tokens were sacrificed. Out of that, we created validators with some of them. And if you go down, you'll see how many validators there are. So, in UpX, a little bit further, validators are 736 validators in UpX. Now, when we originally sacrificed, or, this whole thing was talked about, the validator thing wasn't even a thing, but evidently the guys doing the software had run validators before. And so they came up, well, Pulse isn't going up. We need a way to make some money so that the community can continue to burn tokens and grow. So what they did was they had the Pulse and they created validators. And so then they had an income. And then out of that income, they took a portion to go back into the buy and burn, and a portion goes into the loan vault, and a portion goes into creating more validators.
Okay, yeah, it says here the new validator. So 32 million to add a new one, and it's, roughly almost 20 million.
Right. So as it's earning income, it goes into that little wallet.
Yeah.
And then when that hits, what's the number you just said? 32 million?
32 million.
Yeah, 32 million. When it gets to 32 million, that number of 736 goes to 737. And you can see the yield that these validators are earning.
But who's moving that?
It's automated.
Automated.
Yeah. So it's automated. Most of it's automated. There is, I believe, a admin key for some of the functions to move stuff around. But I'm not sure what the limit is on that admin key, but I think there is a limit to it. Like they can't just take the cash and run. That stuff's it's in there, but then the redistribution of funds, they can alter that a little bit. And I think that the plan is once everything is solid, then we're going to go to where there won't be an admin key. And
Right.
it's just we need to make sure everything's square before we do that. And I'm saying we, I mean those guys. I'm just a guy who threw some shekels in there. So this is Validator X. And what this is doing is, because they were doing validators already, they go, oh, we're doing validators already. You know, we might as well just start another pool and let other people validate. And then we'll make a little bit off of the service. And so there's a little bit of that 9%. We get up to 15% of 9%. 15% of 9% is not much, but it's like over 1%. But now we're not getting that yet, because it started off, I think, at it was 500. It went from 5%. I think it was like I don't remember the number. It was like maybe 300 was 5%. When we got 500, it went to 10%. And then when we get to 900, it goes to 15%. 15% of that 9% goes to the buy and burn.
And this is for somebody that wants to just, if they got 10,000 pulse, they can come throw it in.
Right. So this is really cool. So like, you take your pulse and you throw it in there, and you're going on vacation. So you don't need your pulse. So you go and throw it in here, and you just earn 15% while you're on vacation. You come back and you go, oh man, hex is up. I'm going to buy some hex. Then you hit the unstake, and let's say you have 100 million pulse in there. You could say, I want to unstake 10 million of that 100. And 30 seconds later, you got 10 million pulse.
Oh, you don't have to, you can just unstake what you want.
Right. And so you let 90% ride, but it's a way to just sit and pulse and you're earning the interest, the yield. It's not interest, it's yield. So,
okay.
And so you can unstake it. You can stake as much as you want, and you can unstake as much as you want. Of course, you don't want to do less than the fee would be. Yeah. And lately, the fees have been pretty high, so it might actually cost you 10 cents. You don't want to do less than 10 cents worth of pulse. But yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. Now, what's interesting is these guys, they're hard workers. So they're working on this other thing called LPX. And what that's doing is keeping the price up. That's why that chart looks like it does. Is because when you, I haven't looked at this in a while. This is the white paper for LPX. I think this is new. So there's going to be
daily buy and burn engine.
Right.
Why LPX matters. It buys dips, helps community navigate the market. More daily buy and burn, dependable on volatility. More volume, more liquid provide LP fees. Counters market manipulation and value extraction, and less sitting in the red for new onboards.
So if you can switch back to the UpX chart.
Yeah.
For just a sec. You can see what's happening. Now zoom out. Like, way out. There you go. If you look at those numbers, the fur on the bottom of the page, that's the volume, the daily trading volume.
Yeah, down here.
Yeah. And you can see where it starts to get thicker. It was actually November 21st of 24. Go to November.
Oh, yeah, right here.
November 21st.
Oh, you mean the biggest
21st.
one?
No, November 21st. Right there. You can see there's more fur going to the right than there is to the left. And the reason is because this LPX thing is buying tokens. When you sell, it buys. But it doesn't sell when you want to buy. It waits a little bit. And then when you buy, it will sell, but it doesn't sell right when you want. It waits a little bit. So it's just above that line, and it's making the money. And so it keeps our price going up. I mean, we can see what's happening with that chart. Now, this, just on this one pair, what they have said is, and I don't have the number correct. I'm sure I'm going to say it wrong. So just know this is wrong. But it's like this one pair is equal to like maybe 10 validators on validator X. Or maybe, I don't know. I can't even say it right. It's worth a lot of validators income. So I'm not sure if it's the 9% part or if it's the other part.
Yeah.
We'll learn a little bit more tomorrow.
Yeah.
But let's just say it was one validator's worth of income. It would be a lot. I think it's a fair amount that a validator makes. Okay. The thing is, you can put this LPX not just on UpX, but you could have it on Up. You could have it on Hex. You could have it on PulseX. You could have it on Liquid Loans token. You can have it on whatever, some of these PDI. It's going to be able to do this on other tokens. And UpX has really low volume. If we had an LPX that was just on like PDI or Purple Bitcoin or a Tropa, it doesn't work on tax tokens, but it works on other tokens. But if we had a high volume token on, if it was just Pulse and between Pulse and any of the other tokens, it would be churning those fees. If you had 500 pairs, and if it burnt one validator for one pair, it would be burning 500 validators for 500 pairs. But PulseX has thousands of pairs. Like it could be burning a validator's worth, 1,000 validators worth a day. The numbers just, LPX is really a pretty brilliant thing. So I can't explain it right. I'll learn tomorrow at 2:00 or 4:00, whatever it is.
Yeah, wanted to check out that Pulse coin list. Just kind of see what's popping.
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted to see specifically though these Richard Hart
Most.
Yeah, see him here, Most Wanted and Pump. They're both doing the best out of his.
I don't see pants.
Sorry, St. Wolf. No pants, man.
Yeah.
Well, but they're not going to be because this is all Richard Hart stuff. But
Yeah. We were hanging with the Wolf when he launched pants. It was fun. It was a historic day.
yeah, it's going to go down in history.
It's going to go down in our pants.
Yeah.
So I did want to take a look at that purple Bitcoin. Looked like it was dropping, got down to the 500s. Did you see that?
Yeah, there it is. It's number 15. But is that on volume or? Yeah, it really got down to like 550 today.
It was 5 something.
I saw it.
Man.
I was like, man, what can I sell?
I know.
I want one purple Bitcoin.
Yeah, like at least one, right?
There's 154,000 of them, or 155,000.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna want one.
You're gonna want 100.
Well, I mean, yeah, you want 100 of everything, but I mean, everybody wants one Bitcoin. In 20 years, they'll say, "I have one Bitcoin."
One purple Bitcoin.
Well, purple's more beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, and plus, let's, there's going to be 21 million BTC blockchain Bitcoin, but we only got 155,000 PulseChain Bitcoin.
Right. I mean, all these other coins have millions of tokens.
And they're all playing with those futures, ETFs, ways to manipulate the market.
I mean, it's going to be great marketing for Pulse if our Bitcoin is twice the price of everybody else's Bitcoin.
Yes. We would love that.
And now we don't want the real Bitcoin to come down to 1,000. We would rather have the purple Bitcoin go.
Yeah, if it comes down to it, we want to go meet the price, not the price meet us.
Exactly.
Because, man, could you imagine Bitcoin goes back to $1,000?
What do you mean? You mean the real one?
The real one. Like, what ramifications would that have?
Well, I think a lot of people would get out.
Well,
it'd be over.
Everybody would. Yeah, it would just
be over by then.
I think it'd be over, huh? That you don't think the tech would keep everyone?
Well, I remember. See, I got in here from Tone Vase, and I actually saw Richard Hart on Tone Vase. I think Tone was in Colombia during the interview. I didn't know who Richard was, and I unfortunately didn't follow Richard at that point because I saw the interview. It seemed good and stuff. But one thing that Tone did say was, if not necessarily in that interview, but at that time, he was saying if Bitcoin goes down to 1,000, I'm out of here. So he's out of there. He's a Bitcoin guy. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to be out of here because I have 15-year stakes.
You're here forever, man. You can't even die if you have 15-year stakes.
Yeah.
It's like you become like immortal or something.
Yeah. I actually made a 15-year stake earlier this year. So I threw a little in,
Gotta keep it rolling.
If you put $100 out for 15 years, it's huge. So, I mean, everybody should throw $100 out. It should be a little bit bigger than 100 because you want to make sure you can cover the gas. But I think gas fees are coming down for Ethereum.
Well, so are you saying you do that? We don't just have one anymore. We have 2 hex. So you're saying do that on the PulseChain side then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, one, we get all the changes that the Ethereum side has, but I think PulseChain, the gas fees are going to get pretty high. Like we've seen a couple dollar gas fees.
Oh yeah, I've seen multiple dollar gas fees multiple times.
Yeah, I don't think I saw anything over $10.
I haven't seen over 10, no, but I mean, when you look at $10 and PLS,
it's a lot.
Looks like a lot of PLS.
Yeah, especially at these prices.
Yeah, especially when the price is in the dirt.
But it was during the pump coin thing that I remember seeing like $3 or something for. I think I had an unstake or something that had to go back, and most of my stakes were done a while back, so it was lots of days in there. And it has to do that calculation on every day. And so the further you go out, the bigger that unstaking fee is. And, the Maximus boys, they say that only 2 stakes are going to fit inside of a block in 15 years. But then I heard that they changed something about the block size. So now that we'll get like 4 in 15 years. So, and I'm sure it's going to change by, as it goes out further, but
the old PTGC, the Grace coin.
I looked at that today and,
look at that. They came down a bit, retesting this area down here.
Hit that one on Pulse too, because it's like UpX.
All right, that looks a
And
little better
it
there.
does better against pulse. So if you put a horizontal line.
Horizontal.
Yeah. And then right
We like
there
getting
on
horizontal.
September, like maybe it was August 25th. August 25th.
Let's see here.
August. Yeah, there you go.
September.
Right in there, right there. Maybe the 21st. I want to go right one to the right. 22nd. There you go.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
they go down there.
Bring it down.
Yeah.
Like
right there. Okay. You can also then click on 1px up in the numbers there where the color is.
1px.
See 2px?
No, I don't.
You know where the
Oh,
gear
here we
is?
go.
Yeah. Just makes it smaller
yeah.
so we can see
Yeah,
it.
got it.
Okay. So if you go from 0.6 up to 18.
It's a 3x.
Oh, it's more than that.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's 18.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Yeah, way more than that.
18. It's like a 30x, a little over. So, but it went all the way up to 23. So
I
if we
mean,
go
yeah. I mean,
22.5.
Shout out to the gray token. Definitely been doing its job and
It went up 38x to its top area,
holding up
which
these
is
PulseChain
really
charts.
interesting because up, see, there's two tokens. There's up and there's up X. And I just saw the other day that up X, it was sacrificed one pulse for one up X. So you can actually go to you don't need to do it now, but other folks that are watching, they could go to Deck Screener and see that one up X is worth 5 point something up X. So that means we're 5X. These guys, they actually started their sacrifice way lower than 0 or more than 1, higher than 0. But I mean, that's just where this line sort of starts is, I mean, something happened September 22nd.
Yeah, people started saying, we
'cause it was-
want PTGC. That's what they started saying.
Yeah, it was out for almost a year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was flatline. Now, it would be different if we had it on logarithmic.
We're like, what happened that day, right? What kind of event, or was there something in the community that
I think
started getting spread around, or
I think
because even I don't even think so. I
I think
mean,
there were a couple YouTube broadcasts on it.
there were
in
some.
that time. Because
B Roots was talking about it. Crypto Kings.
Who was the PulseX guy? He was giddy.
PulseX guy.
We saw him in Vegas at the racetrack. I'm blanking on his name now.
Giddy guy.
He was giddy about PulseX. Because of the buy and burn.
Oh, K for K.
K for K. Yeah, K for K. And then there was, he did a stream.
Go.
Yeah, K for K. Shout out. He did a stream on PTG I saw about that time. And
Yeah, I felt like that was already top.
yeah,
But no, it kept pumping. That was around.
that was 30x ago.
That was around, I think, right around here somewhere. Is
Yeah.
when he talked about it, like September 2024, something like that.
And it
And
may
then
have been.
didn't kind of just disappeared again.
It went down a little
Yeah.
and then came back up. And then it's just been up and to the right, up and to the X's.
Up, up, and away. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got a tax.
It's got a tax. Don't get taxed on the way out.
Yeah. But you get taxed on the way in and taxed on the way out.
That's what makes that. That's why I think it's going up like that.
Because you don't want to sell it.
Yeah.
But
Well, nice. I think that's going to be it for today. Yeah. Any closing words?
There's that stream on UpX tomorrow on X.
Check it out on X tomorrow.
UpX on X.
UpX on X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a Telegram that's pretty active over there that they can answer questions a lot better than I can.
Go there and check it out if you're interested.
I'm just listening occasionally. So,
all right, guys. Y'all stay one pulse ahead.
good night.
Ciao.
How big is your sack on PulseChain? How big is your sack? Heavy sack, heavy sack. How big is your sack on PulseChain? How big is your sack? Heavy sack, heavy sack. I was looking for a chain, something new, decentralized, either node. Stacking PLS6, liquidity on the decks. Somebody help me. My sack is so heavy. Get some Spark Swap, get the Dex Bounce, get the GOAT token, Legion Protocol, get some P-Dye, get some P-Drip, get some Teddy Bear, get some P-Hex. You know we here for the 100X. Put your heart always with the Gucci bags. I asked you once, I asked you twice. How big is your sack on PulseChain? How big is your sack? Heavy sack, heavy sack. How big is your sack on PulseChain? How big is your sack? Heavy sack, heavy sack. It's both a blessing and a curse having a sack this big.
My
PulseChain.com. Awesome. It's got higher throughput. It's deflationary. It burns 25% or more of the fees. There's no inflation. It never mints new coins.
How big is your sack?
It's going to be the world's largest free airdrop. So people love free money.
How big is your sack?
And they don't like the high fees. And this addresses all those issues. It's really cool.
How big is your sack?
Could Pulse do the same 10,000x that Hex did? Yes, it could.
How big is your sack?
The likelihood of that event? I don't know.
How big is your sack?
I got a few tricks up my sleeve. I got some more cool shit coming.